So I just drew this out, and it's a shelf, like one of those where we could put stuff on. But instead of this just being straight up and down, I thought about adding a circle. So instead of having a line straight up and down, it'll be a ball. It's fair. So I kind of drew it out a little bit, but I don't really know how it will really go, but it's kind of hard to draw. But I put a flower in there. See how cool that looks? So basically it's repeating this pattern because we have this right here. So that means that we can take any shape and stack it up like a triangle if we want to. Even though a triangle is not even on here. I think. And then even that can be. Well, yeah, it is. Look at it. Shapes. I don't know where I got this one from, but whatever. Wait. Because in the furniture, you would want these to like kind of stick out like that. Not inside. But just to be different and provide something different. And I know that this will be like a different type of design than what we are typically accustomed to. Because imagine building something like this. It would require a lot of balls. It would require a lot of like crafting. But with this is like a computer type of drawing. So the computer will be able to do this like nothing. Like a mold, creating a mold like this. And then making this like a Lego where it can get connected. So it's a ball with a hole in the center. So the other ball can have that opposite thing. Oh yeah, and then obviously we'll have another one over here. So it could be stackable. You know what I mean? But that's how the computer will make it. But, you know, people that make or do this for a living, they would have eventually figured this out. And hopefully I'm not messing up my drawings by adding a square, because there's no squares or triangles in here at all. Because I was just doing this, even this one, but whatever. So like, we can do a lot of this stuff, and we have to think different. Like, what if it's not a ball? What if it's like triangles? And it's hard to see right now because the camera's getting blurry, and I'm using it to draw with. That's better. Now I won't have to worry about the camera getting blurry because I'm not looking directly at it, but I'm pointing at this. So like, I thought about like triangles. You guys can do any shape you guys can think of. Hearts, like a heart on the side, and then this way, you know what I mean, creating like a square. It's a shelf. So a heart will be like, that will be the pillar. So it's basically creating a different format and ultimately creating new designs, like pillar designs, being more creative basically in our engineering or architecture or whatever. I don't really know. But how can we build that? I mean, I wouldn't be able to build it. I would have to go buy a lot of like wooden balls that's like a machine built or something. And this is using the Archangle Metatron Sacred Geometry. I found it online. It's associated with crop circles, crop formations, archaeological appear in the same places every year. I was doing research on Wikipedia and other, um, you know, web stuff, research, and I guess apparently they appear in the same place every year. Some of them. So that's interesting, right? So, oh, this one will be a simple one. Well, kind of like a triangle. And you guys can mix it up like a triangle with circles. Like here. Look at that design. That looks beautiful. So basically it's a triangle. And then has these circles, half circles, 90 degrees. No, they're not 90 degrees, I'm sorry. They're this one, 90, 90. then 4. Oh shit, now I'm trying to do math. I'm just going to bypass that. You guys can figure it out. Like that. And I'm getting this from in here. See the triangle right here? And then it has one line going from this bottom of the angle to the very end of the circle. So how would you guys do that right here? Basically, you would go from one end, one point, to the side of the ball over here, and then connect that. Right here, right here. And that's the design right there. And that design can be repeated as well. Like a pattern. That could be, this could be a t-shirt. So, oh yeah, and then basically you will repeat that pattern from here to here. See that straight line? And then from here to here. And then you guys can make another one. And then eventually it'll create a perfect circle here. So we're just taking it up a notch here, picking it up a notch. From here to here. Obviously it will be the opposite here to this line right here, right here, down, down. See that? It's already creating that perfect circle. And then we remember that this point to the edge of the circle, this point to the edge of the circle, and then eventually this is going to meet up with this, so we could even start connecting that, this to that. See how the line stays out of the circles, kind of? So we have another triangle here, another triangle over here, and the same thing. Well, my circles are not perfect, but you guys get the idea. Kind of looks like a pizza. Pepperoni pizza. So, from here to here, from here to here. See, and that can be repeated like on a t-shirt. If you guys want to make some cool designs. And then that could be spread out all the way, like entirely. Like a full. And obviously it would extend past over here, but since it ends right here, we would stop it right there. Right? And I guess I could have stopped it over here, but whatever. Anyways, you guys get what I'm doing here. I would like to make this. I was thinking about using some tennis balls because that's all I was able to think of. Um, or even some basketballs. But then how to connect them and how to keep them inflated. So they would have to be made out of maybe like plaster or some form of plastic to put a piece of plywood to make this shelf right here. But I think that would look super cool. Like, I mean, think about it. If you're like, say, like you're like the same, kind of like the same height of this as a person, and say you're like 6 feet. I think that would look super cool because your interaction with that would be different. Like, instead of like putting an item just like with something like this, it will be, the ball right here, like a bunch of balls. Like, what the heck? Like, imagine reaching in there to grab that flower and remembering that it's like this inside. So this is like an overview. This is a side view here. And they're stacked. And obviously over here I went outside of this, which I probably shouldn't have done, but because it could be confusing now if someone never looks at it, but I don't know, I'm just thinking about different ideas. Oh, and then on the top, it can even have this. Well, its own, I guess. I don't know. Because I guess I was really trying to do this one. But see how they're actually bigger. But this one isn't. See this one from here to here? I think that's what I was really trying to do, but I assumed. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, I created an extra one. So I created a different angle, but still, either way it will work and it will look super cool. Hell yeah. This almost looks like a stop pattern. A stop, yeah, pattern or shape with circles on the side, which actually are very captivating to the sight. Like, they capture my attention right away, immediately, almost immediately. It's just patterns, shapes that attract us, and they're everywhere. Everywhere we see, everywhere we go. But anyways, yeah, they could even these, like, think about it, mold. This could be one mold right there. Stackable like a Lego. And you guys can do this all day long. Now all you have to do is sell that. People buy one, boom, put it down, and then they put another one, boom, 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 boom. A stack. And you will be stacking. And then, not just that, but let's say, okay, this person is 6 feet, so that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So apparently it's at least 1 foot, 12 inches, every little thing. But say you want it to be 24 inches. So that means the balls would have to be bigger. And the whole thing would have to get enlarged. Or, yeah, the balls would have to get bigger. But see, if they get bigger, that means that the space would get condensed like it is here. You see this? From here, from this ball to this ball, it's pretty big right here. But then we go into this one, and from this ball right here, this straight line to this one, the center of the ball, because that's what this is, the center and the center. The center, the center. The center of this ball, the center of this ball. Going for directly in the center of it, there's a line, and it's narrower right here. So if someone wanted this to be bigger, then they would also have to widen the pattern, which would change the spacing in where they want it inside of a structure. But like, this is complicated stuff. I don't even think we're there in our engineering capabilities or whatever yet, unless we have a machine do it, a computer. And even then, it will be like doing a lot of extra work to do something that we can typically do just with, a straight little tube like this. Or, because this is obviously this is a pattern, this is a shape as well, and it's repeated over and over and over, and all it is circles with, oh, I don't want to mess that up. It's a big circle and a small circle, and then it's repeated, creating a tube. And then from the outside, all we see is the tube, but there's the hollowness of it inside. It's hollow inside for the electricity wire to go through. So, and it comes out right here. It's connected to the wall. So technically, like, it would have to have some form of contact. And I don't know if it'll be even, I guess it won't be worth, oh no, I shouldn't say that. I should say, I don't know if it will be equivalent to the same, like, strength or contact that, well, it's all math. So like a tube has a flat that, a 90 and then 90, so it has 180 degree contact. 180 degree contact. The ball, however, will have, this is 90, so 45, I think like at least 45 contact, so 180 degrees. And then over here we'll have like a 45 degree contact. So therefore, for if this is just for like displaying stuff, then this type of connection wouldn't be that bad. If it's this kind of contact, then it's for more of a more compact resistant, or oh, my back, it's more of a like more sturdy construction. But that doesn't mean that this can't be strengthened. So inside the ball, it could have a star effect with a straight line. Creating this shape for max strength. Right? Oh wait, it doesn't have that center one. Sorry about that. Like that. Then what would happen is you would put your screw, it'll go in over here, your screw, and then that will create one shelf. One shelf, one shelf. But from the outside perspective, people will only see a circle. They won't even see the design. It's kind of like a rim, a vehicle rim. But if that vehicle rim is sealed off, then it will be more like a can, like a canister right there, like that, like the bottom of the canister. Whoa. Like this. Right? But then we know inside, it's like, it acts like a tube, like this. So it's not completely filled in, but it can be. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool, like different ideas for pillars. So that would mean that we can take this up a notch and do this to like everything we think of. What about like a staircase? And although we are accustomed to seeing something like this, well, I was thinking about putting a circle here, but if someone steps down, then they can the circle will force their leg to go that way. Especially if the circle's like right here, like that, right? And they'll slip and fall back. Oh, but it could be aligned. And I'm just thinking this through, so this will be the side view, and then like a straight on view will be more like these shelves. Like that. Oh, look at that. It looks beautiful, right? Like, we don't even see stuff like this. It like almost makes my whole insides just melt. Because remember, it's not what I'm talking about, what I'm describing it's the design. Because look at this little human figure. Look at his head. What is it? It's a circle. It's a sphere. And that's how God created us. With shapes and stuff, you know? Everything is created that way. Even like our eyes and everything. And I did another sketch like that. Oh, that's a heart. I was trying to come up with more shapes. Working on that still. Let me see what's in here. My notes. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's right here. Found it. Right here. And like our finger. See my finger? That's a finger. And then that's how God created our bone structure. Kind of like I was describing the tubes.